Well, good morning and welcome back to another edition of Anthony's Audio Journal. This is going to be a video episode. We're going to be at Monserate Preserve. That's right behind us here. Monserate Mountain Preserve in Fallbrook, California. Just off the 15 freeway. It's right behind me here. So we're going to take a trip up along top of this mountain. It's only about a 4.5 mile loop today. It ought to be pretty fun to do. A little solo trip. Got some time to kill. A little bit of May gray or June gloom going on this morning. So I don't know what the views are going to be like when we get up there, but either way, it's a good day to get out, go on a hike, get some cardio in, and see what's at the top of Monserate Mountain. Now, from what I've read about the Monserate Mountain Preserve here, is the terrain is going to get really rocky, and it's pretty much an ass kicker. It's straight up. Once you get to the top, there's a loop that goes around the actual summit. So I'll go do that, and maybe I'll make some tea today, but this first part is going to be straight up as we gain some elevation above the freeway. But as you can see behind me, it's going to be pretty quiet up here. There's a few carts at the trailhead. It looks like about 8 or 9. I'll probably run into some folks while I'm up there. You know, they start you off pretty steep, and real quick it gets rocky. So we're in the Luna sandals today. Looks like I know around to the left, or looks like some people have gone around to the right. But these, believe it or not, these sandals do pretty well, even in this kind of terrain. We gotta head on up. Maybe I'll take the path on the right. Give me a little better view as I'm getting some elevation finally above the freeway. Still pretty noisy up here though. You know, the trail looks like at this lower elevation, it's not going to get much better for a while. There's going to be some tough going. You know, we're on the west side of Monserate Mountain, facing the west, and this side here gets full sun exposure, and this area gets really hot. Lots of agave. Lots of yucca up here. They love this heat. And I probably picked a good day to be up here because it's got that cloud cover. And the marine layers come in off the ocean. It's only probably 25 miles away. And it comes into about here, not much farther, then dissipates. But that cloud cover is going to be real handy because it's going to heat up here real quick. Well, I run into quite a few people already. I ran into a couple of girls hiking alone, ran into father and son, and what looked like just now another father and son combo. And the dad, his name was Bill, he commented on my Luna sandals. He knew what they were, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of them. But whew, that first section's pretty steep. So it looks like I've come up to the road here. It says elevation 951, Pankey Road. So I'm going to go left, and it looks like I'm going to work my way all the way around this mountain. But here's another warning sign for rattlesnakes right here. This is prime territory for them, and what's a little nerve-wracking is I've seen some pictures posted online on this trail of speckled rattlesnakes. And if you've ever seen a speckled rattlesnake, well, actually you probably haven't seen them. You've probably walked by them and just not noticed. Their camouflage is amazing. It blends right into granite, and unless they're moving or unless you happen to be staring right at it at the time, you're probably not going to see them. And when you're stepping over rocks and over logs and boulders, and you got to really pay attention to where you're putting your feet down before you do it, in case he's coiled up at the base of a rock right on the other side. So, especially if you're wearing sandals. So I'm going to head up the hill here. Here comes another jogger. I'm going to work my way up toward the top. You know, this trail is only, probably 5 miles, 10 miles at the most from my house. And I've driven by it, I don't know, 1,000 times going down the freeway, heading down towards San Diego. And, you know, I've actually been up here one time before. I didn't know this is what it was called. I saw it off the road one time, and I pulled over and kind of ran up a little ways just to check it out, but never actually went to the top. And I didn't know it was called the Monserate Trail either, Monserate Mountain Trail. But, you know, if you're looking for hikes in Southern California, there's a couple of places you can go to get really good information. There might be some hikes in your backyard you don't even know about. Modern Hiker's a good one. He's got great trip reports and maps and photos, links to everything, GPS tracks, just about anything you want. Localhikes.com is another good one. I found a lot of good spots by looking at the Local Hikes website. The one I'm using on this one is called All Trails. Now, All Trails has been around a while. I don't know if it was associated with every trail. I used every trail for a long time, and for some reason lately I can't pull it up. But I pulled up this trail on All Trails, and it has a great map. It's got GPS routes. Some of the basic stuff you can get if you want to download stuff to your phone, like routes, GPS routes to your phone, or maps to your phone, so you can get them offline. Then you have to subscribe to their service. It's like $29.95 a year. I haven't done that yet. I've just looked at the maps online, and I know where this goes, so it's not like I'm going to get lost or anything. It just goes up, does a loop. But it's a great website, especially if you're new to the area and you don't know where to go for hikes. Spend a few minutes online. You might be surprised at what comes up within a few minutes from your house. So we're heading up. And I worked my way up the trail a little ways, and I came to this little split in a sign. And the summit is to my right. Still got a ways to go, but the sign over here said Red Diamond 0.14. I don't know what Red Diamond is. Another little sub peak over here. I bet you not a lot of people go over this way, so I'm in no hurry today. I think I'm gonna go check out Red Diamond. Well, I made it to the top of this little red mountain, a little side chute from the peak. Got a great view down below. You can see where everybody's coming down the trail, working their way down. There's several people. There's like a couple heading up, a couple heading back to the car. And I was kind of hoping to see a benchmark up here, but I don't see one. It's kind of rocky up here. Who knows where it could be? But I've been behind us. I've checked all the prominent flat boulders, most likely places where it would be. But somebody found a key and left it right here. I don't know if that looks like a key to a padlock. Maybe it's not a house key, and thank God it's not a car key. That sucked. Having to come back up here, but I'll scout around a little while longer and see if I can find the summit marker. Maybe there's even a register up here somewhere. Well, I just came from Red Mountain. That's that little summit. That's not really Red Mountain, I don't think, because Red Mountain is an actual mountain in Fallbrook, and it's got a bunch of ham radio antennas on it, so maybe it's Red Peak or something, but I was kind of bummed. I was kind of hoping I'd find a summit marker or register, but even maybe a benchmark. I didn't see anything. I'll have to check into it a little more. Maybe it's up there and I just didn't see it. Well, this is a nice little section. It's kind of flat, actually. It's still got an incline, but compared to what we were doing, it's a lot better. You can actually catch your breath here. That peak I was talking about, what I called Red Mountain, it's actually called Red Diamond. And I don't know if it's that one or that one. I didn't go to that one, I went to that one. So, who knows? I guess I'll figure it out when I get back. But, I'm glad it's overcast because I think I forgot my sunglasses. I'm going to have to look at my pack. I'm not sure I have it. This is Swedish or Swiss. I always forget which. bread bag. It's a military surplus bread bag, and it works just perfect for carrying just some, little supplies for a day hike or snacks, maybe a water bottle, small little first aid kit, GPS, knife, compass, bandana. The typical 10 essentials you'd normally carry on a hike, even on a short one. And coming up on the sign here, this says Canyon-Ita Trail, 0.65. Looks like there's a marker out there. Maybe I'll go out there to see where this goes. This trail has been climbing since day one, and this would be a great workout route. If you're training for Whitney or Half Dome or even San Gorgonio, you do this hike twice a week, you'll be in some serious shape. Well, this must be the top of the loop. Came up this way, it looks like it worked its way around that way, but we still got some climbing to do. And there's a little path that goes up. I'm taking it, that's probably the summit. So we'll give it a shot. There's a pretty good path worn in, so I'm sure that's probably it. We should be there in a few minutes, I think. Well, I was right, that's it. We're at the top. Top of the Monserate Trail in Fallbrook, or Monserate Mountain. And I know there was a trail register in some of the pictures. There's a rock pile right over here, and there was a little trail register. And it looks like I set my phone down right here and didn't even look on the other side, because here's the monument, here's the marker for the top. So maybe I'll splash some water on that and see if we can get a better read on it. But I'm going to take a few minutes here, maybe 20 minutes, maybe make some tea or something. Here's the rock pile. There's the register. Let's go take a look over here, see what we got. It's warm up here. That sun is starting to come through. This is looking off toward the east. Mount Palomar is over that direction. And if we come over here to this side, we get a view toward the ocean. But with the marine layer, you're not going to be able to see it today. In fact, you can barely even make out the far hills and the far ridge line. So anyway, I made it at the top. I want to take about 20 minutes here, make some tea, take a break. Enjoy the view. There's not much wind up here. I'm kind of surprised. All right, well, we made it. Well, I'm up here on top of Monserate Mountain, and I'm going to make a small little fire, use my little homemade canteen cup stove, and put some water in here. I'm going to make some tea, just a little cup of tea. This is a new knife for me too. This is a Condor primitive bush knife. Comes with this nice leather sheath. Doesn't have a belt clip. It has this little tab, and it actually works pretty well. Even though it's not full carbon like a 1095, it's actually pretty good, and it throws a mean spark. So I'm gonna see if I can get this little fire going here with just a fire steel. All right, well, there we go. I don't need much water because I'm only going to do a small little cup of tea. Feed some sticks and twigs into here. Well, it's been a while. Fire keeps kind of going out on me here, but the water is definitely getting hot. I see little bits of bubbles on the top here. So I'm going to let my tea steep my little Kapilka cup here, and let this sit a few minutes. I'll come back over here and get me some tea. Well, I put away my stuff and get ready to head back down.